Yeshua is the living word, and the joy and rejoicing of my heart. Yeshua.
When God chose a language to communicate, He chose the Hebrew language, not the English language. So He communicated Himself not by what He is like, but by what He does.
Hebrew is a language of verbs. It's a language of action. It's the language of the Bible. It's the language of heaven. It's a pure language. Shalom, I'm Neil, and this is my wife, Jamie.
Shalom, bruchim habayim lebeitenu.
That means welcome to our home.
And welcome to today's Jewish Jewels program about the wonderful, rich language of the Bible, Hebrew. The language spoken in the land of Israel today, a language that was dead and has been resurrected.
Ivrit, that's Hebrew. It's studied by new immigrants from all over the world. Jamie spoke with both native-born Israelis, those Sabras, and Israelis who'd moved to the land from other countries. She was there one afternoon on Ben Yehuda Street in Jerusalem, and she asked one young woman her name.
Chagit, because they're born in Chag Pesach.
Oh,
Pesach Chod, yes.
wonderful. And your baby's name is?
Because he born in Hanukkah.
He was born in Hanukkah, so he's a little Hanukkah-like.
Yes.
Yes. And were you born in Jerusalem?
Yes.
So you've been speaking Hebrew your whole life?
Yes.
And did you learn your English in school?
In school, yes.
Uh-huh. In our country, in the United States, the children learn the Aleph Bet.
Yes.
In English.
In English.
In Hebrew, how does that begin? Say that to me. Aleph.
Aleph, Bet, Gimel, Dalet, Hey, Vav, Zayin, Chet, Tet, Yud, Kaf, Lamed, Mem, Nun, Samech, Ayin, Pei, Tzadik, Kuf, Resh, Shin, Taf.
Oh, very good.
I'm a teacher, a long time.
So when I converse with someone in English, my frame of mind is much more one of an American frame of mind, culture-wise. However, when I converse with someone in Hebrew, I get into a different frame of mind, and my culture at that point is much more Israeli.
It's like milk. Hebrew is like milk. You drink it, it's coming so fast.
Hebrew's like milk? Tell me about that. Really?
That's easy to learn English, to learn Hebrew.
It's easy?
It's our language. It's, even you don't know the language, you know it.
You know, Neil, every time I look at these interviews with these precious Israelis on Ben Yehuda Street, my heart sinks because I wonder if they're still alive or if they've been victims of the terrorist attacks that happened on Ben Yehuda Street right where I spoke with them.
Kind of like that young man from France who compared learning Hebrew to drinking milk. He was so enthusiastic about his new homeland and his new language. We were touched by his sincerity. While he found Hebrew easy to learn, not everybody does. Some find it a difficult language.
But God had something else to say about that. In fact, he told the prophet Ezekiel the following in chapter 3, verse 5. For you are not sent to a people of unfamiliar speech and of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. By implication, that Hebrew is not a difficult language to learn, but of course you have to begin with the Aleph Bet.
Is the bread